YouTube to YouTube. Got a crazy article here. It's from People magazine. Financier kills man in road rage attack, then shoots witness who filmed the incident. Jeffrey E. Hammond, 46, is charged in Portland, Oregon with murder in the second degree, among other charges. Everything happened so quickly. A black Mercedes-Benz stopped in front of a posh downtown Portland hotel, blocking traffic. A gray Toyota Tundra struggled to get around, and the two drivers exchanged middle fingers. Police later wrote an affidavit obtained by the People. That's when Ryan Martin braked his truck and got out, according to the affidavit. He crossed the street to where the financier, Gregory E. Hammond, was still seated in his Mercedes, loading his firearm as a man approached, police said. Martin tapped on the driver's side window. The men shouted at one another. Hammond rolled down his window and immediately shot Ryan Martin in the chest. Police alleged in the affidavit. Martin fell to the ground and landed on his back in the gutter, according to the police, who noted his final plea to his assailant: "I'm sorry, I had a bad day." Hammond allegedly tried to shoot Martin again, police say, claiming that he was unable to do so because the gun malfunctioned. Then he allegedly flashed a large metal badge at Ryan Martin as if he were a policeman, and according to the affidavit, as he tried to fix his gun, told Martin something to the effect, "You're lucky I didn't shoot you in the head." More than a minute elapsed as Martin laying in the street dying, and Hammond kept trying to get his gun to work, police allege. That's when Sam Gomez, who had been presenting at a conference of the National Organization of Minority Architects in the Moxie Hotel, walked outside last Wednesday around 4:30 and saw Martin bleeding out in a gutter, and Hammond allegedly sitting in his car, gun in hand, police said. Concerned, Gomez pointed his phone toward the scene to record a video. In response, police say Hammond shot him, hitting Gomez in the leg as he tried to run away. The bullet passed through one leg and lodged into the femur of his other, police said, noting that Gomez still managed to record the act in a disturbing photograph on his cell phone. Per affidavit, Hammond then drove away slowly, allegedly firing one more bullet, which went wide in Gomez's direction, and then dialing 911 as he drove to the courthouse. Hammond, 46, of Portland, has been booked in the Multnomah County Detention Center on charges of murder in the second degree with a firearm, attempted murder in the second degree with a firearm, assault in the first degree with a firearm, and 2 counts of unlawful use of a weapon. Suspect used to go by a different name. Excuse me. Hammond, a financier, formerly went by a different name, Jeffrey Edward Mandalis, the name under which his social security number was assigned, according to public records. Hammond had been operating under his new name since at least 2019, according to Illinois court records obtained by People. The following year, he re-registered 2 companies, a Quantum LLC and a Quantum Research LLC, under the name Jeffrey E. Hammond III, according to Oregon Secretary of State website. In 2021, the Financier presented on tokenizing equity and debt instruments at a CoinGeek conference in New York. And in an interview there, he described a Quantum LLC as a startup futures fund operator, managing different commodity pools and future funds. My novel approach was to tokenize the interests of issued funds, he said in an interview, adding, I was inspired by hearing about NFTs. Speaking without an accent, Hammond claimed to be Australian. According to public findings, his social security number originated in Hawaii. In May of this year, Hammond represented himself as he filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and according to public filings, his case was discharged October 5th, just days before the alleged road rage killing. Portland police officers arrived on the scene last Wednesday afternoon and began life-saving measures on the victims, the Portland Police Bureau said in a series of released statements. Alyssa Kruger, a witness on the scene, later recalled on KOIN 6 News holding Martin's hand as he bled out. I just held his hand and he was holding on, she said. I mean, you could tell he was dying. Photo of Ryan Martin. Martin, 47, of Southwest Washington, died at the scene, police said, noting that the medical examiner had determined his death to be homicide by gunshot. Gomez was hospitalized and underwent surgery, police said, noting in a statement last week that his injuries were not believed to be life-threatening. Describing Hammond's 911 call on the way to turning himself in, police said an affidavit that Hammond freely admits to shooting both men, and that he was justified in doing so because Ryan Martin menaced him and because Sam Gomez might have had a weapon. Hammond wound his way to the top floor of the parking lot garage across from the courthouse and soon turned himself in. Hammond later allegedly told police that he knew Martin was unarmed, that he would have shot him again had his gun not malfunctioned, and that he shot Gomez because he thought Sam Gomez may have been planning an ambush, which he recognized as a military tactic. Police allege Hammond also said he believed groups of people were stalking him. It's a crazy story, but going up to somebody's vehicle, I would say is a no-no because you never know nowadays. And I know somebody approaches my vehicle, no matter their demeanor, especially when we had a confrontation on the road, it's not getting up pretty. But let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. Dre Day Daily Apple. You have a good one.